So, I'm in a bit of a pickle. I've been living in London for the past 5.5 years, and I've absolutely fallen in love with the city. Like, I love the energy, the creativity, the ambition, the architecture, the fashion. It's good vibes, you know? But recently, I've been traveling back to Belgium for auditions every fucking month. I've spent so much money on Eurostars, they better name a train after me. As an actor, I moved to London for the opportunities, but lately, all the opportunities seem to be in Belgium, and honestly, I've had no auditions in London in the past few months. No, that's a lie. I had one for a voiceover, which I booked. That will air in Belgium.
Verkoop vandaag nog op Vinted.
So this begs the question, why am I still in London if clearly there are more opportunities in Belgium for me at the moment? Because I love London. I don't know, I've been very happy living here. Great. So now that I have to move out of this flat, naturally I was like, I'll just find a new place to live in London. But the rental market said, no, baby girl. Finding a place to live in London compared to 2 years ago when I moved into this place is like day and night. Like, granted, when we moved into this place, it was still like the final days of the pandemonia. Can I say the P word? I don't know. You know what I mean. So we managed to get quite a good price for this place. Just for context, we pay £1,100, so £5.50 each, for a 2-bed flat in Zone 2 with living room. Yes, you have to specify that there is a living room, because in London it is very commonplace to just turn the living room into another bedroom. Now, of course, when I started looking for a new place, I was quite aware that I would have to pay more rent, seeing this was such a bargain, you know what I mean? And also inflation and all that jazz. But I was not prepared for exactly how much more I had to pay.
I love London.
How much do I love London? Now, I'm an actor, so, I have a bit of a flair for the dramatics. So when I love hard. I stayed in London through all of Covina. This is my home, But I'm beginning to think that this relationship is kind of one-sided. It's a little bit toxic, dare I say. Here is this amazing city filled with amazing people who put on amazing projects and then celebrate each other's amazingness on amazing nights out. But you have to sell your soul to be a part of it. Now, as an actor, most of the time my income does not come from my acting work. It comes from my low-wage hospitality jobs. And I had perfected the balance between working an amount of hours that allowed me to resist the urge to throw boiling coffee into rude customers' faces, while still making enough money to pay my rent and bills. Granted, sometimes that meant I had to survive off of baked beans. But that's the artist's life, baby! Just eat the cocktail garnishes at work to meet your nutritional needs. But now that the rent has skyrocketed, that balance has completely been thrown off. And even if I were to somehow unlock this chakra that gives me the inner peace to deal with rude customers, surely I'd have to work so many hours that I wouldn't even be able to enjoy living in London. Or am I just completely exaggerating? Moi? Jamais. I have changed my mind about leaving London about 7 times a day for the past few weeks. So I was like, let's just cut out the emotions. Let's sum up the facts. Let's go full mathematician and just crunch the numbers. Is living in London still a viable financial option? Okay, so like I said, I basically survive off of my low-income hospitality jobs, my customer service jobs. And currently, the London living wage is set at £11.95 an hour. Now listen good. That is the London living wage, and that is a rate that employers are not legally obliged to pay you. No. That would be the national minimum wage, which is currently set at £9.50. Granted, that is meant to go up to £10.40, I think, come this April, because people can't afford to heat their houses. So let's say you get lucky and you get employed by someone who is not a worshipper of capitalism and actually pays you $11.95 an hour. How many hours are there basically in like a 95? It's about 40, isn't it? Yeah, 5 times 8, great, 40. We do 40 times £11.95, and that gives us £478 a week. Not too shabby, dare I say. 52 times 478, that is 24,856 a year. Gross pay. Ew. So you need to obviously deduct your taxes, which is 20%. Okay, so it's 20% off of your taxable amount. So basically, I think, God, I'm nearly 30. I really should know these things. But I think what you need to do is you need to have your gross annual minus your personal allowance, which is set at 12,570. Okay, so we take our annual gross pay minus that. Lovely. That is £12. Oh my God, it's £12. That is £12,286. That is our taxable amount. So we need to take 20% off of that, and that is £2,457.2. So that's the amount of tax we pay in a year. But wait, you also have to pay your national insurance. Okay, so national insurance is 12% of anything over £242 a week. So we take our weekly pay, which was 478, yes, minus 242, 236. And then we take 12% of that, which is £28.32 a week. But wait! If you are employed, you are also automatically enrolled on a pension scheme, which is really fun because every company I've ever worked for uses a different pension scheme. So I have about 4 different pension pots that I don't even know how to access. England. In the words of the late Miss Avril Lavigne, why do you have to go and make things so complicated? Apparently your contribution on a pension scheme is 8%, but you only pay 5% and your employer pays 3%, if I've understood that. I don't think I have, but let's just go with 5%. So 5% off of 478 is £23.90 a week. Okay, so the grand finale. How much do you actually earn on a London living wage? And I cannot emphasize enough that this is the best case scenario. This is definitely not the reality. Shall we go for it? Okay, so you get your gross a month, £2,071.33. Minus tax a month is £204.77. Minus. So national insurance, wait, we did that a week. Let's do that a month. £121.77. In national insurance. I swear I've never paid that much national insurance. That is correct, as far as I can tell. So just goes to show that I've basically never earned enough to pay national insurance. Okay, and then just minus the pension contribution, £103.55 a month, That comes to the grand total of £1,641.24 a month. That is our net a month. Okay, so to get approved for a flat in London, you have to pass referencing. Ooh, spooky. It is in your best interest to pass referencing ASAP. Otherwise, they might start referencing other potential tenants. And if they pass it before you, they just sign that dotted line and you're out, honey. You're cut. And that's really annoying because actually you're kind of just solely relying on other humans to provide the information. Like, you're begging your overworked employer to find time in their jam-packed days to make sure you don't live under a bridge. Okay, so to meet the affordability criteria, your gross salary, it needs to be at least 2.5 times your monthly rent. Okay, so we have our gross 2,071.33 and we divide that by 2.5. It's £828 and 53 pence. That sounds doable, right? Right? Right, let's say both of the tenants are kissed by the gods and they both earn London living wage, about 40 hours a week. Then our max rent would be £1,657 and 6 pence. Cute, not bad, right? But is it enough to rent a flat? So let's just put in London. Fuck it. Just London. We're not even going to go for zone 2. Like, let's just go London. See what we can find. Yeah. Just fucking London. Oh my Gucci. Why is she being rude? Anyway, let's go for a 2-bed. So minimum and maximum of 2 beds. Find properties, beige. Right. So the first one obviously is a joke. Let's see. Too expensive. Too expensive. Too expensive. Too expensive, too expensive, too expensive, too expensive, too expensive, too expensive. Close, but still too expensive. Is there anything that is like even remotely in my price category? I've already forgotten. What was the price category? Oh yeah, 1650 basically. Can I put 1650? No. That's something you need to fix, right move. I can put 1750. Let's do that. 1600. Okay. East Ham. I mean, ugly bed, but who cares? Ooh! But no, my question is, can you even fit a double in there? Like, surely not. I'm going to say you can't. All right. Too expensive. Finchley. Lovely. We love this. A 1/2 double bedroom. That means no living room. Let's have a look at this. Okay, like, obviously, like, 1 bedroom's bigger. That will always be the case. Like, let's not get it twisted. But where are you? Where are you? Gypsy. All right, so you're about a mile away from the closest station. I guess you could start biking and then what, get your bike stolen? Like, or one of those foldable bikes. I don't know, girl. I guess this could potentially do. I mean, it's small. It looks decently proportionate, actually. Ooh. This is cute. All right, yet again, you live so far away from an actual state. Do these people have cars? Like, who are they? Why would you have a car in London? Aha. That's the stinker, isn't it? Do you see? Guide price. This is the one that will fuck you over. People will nowadays offer about 100, 200, even £300 over the guide price. Ruh-roh! But we can't afford that. But what about a guarantor? You know, what if we decide we're happy to pay more than half of our net income on rent? Like, let's not even talk about energy bills, water, Wi-Fi, council tax, transport, food. Then maybe a guarantor could be a solution. The only minor requirement they need to meet is that they annually need to make 40 times the monthly rent. So say you find a really cute flat for 1,600, but you really like it, so you're gonna go over it and offer 1,700. So each of you pay 850. So your guarantor, the one who's only vouching for your half of the rent, needs to earn annually 40 times 850, which is 34,000 a year. Fingers crossed both of the tenants have a privileged background. Or like me, you can face another issue, which is you're a foreigner. Guarantors need to be UK citizens. So even though I'm very lucky and my parents would have met the financial criteria, they live in stinky Europe, so they can't be trusted. When I applied for this flat 2 years ago, remember, 1,100, 550 each. I did not pass referencing because I was working at Waitrose for £9 an hour. Mr. John Lewis, be better. And my flatmate's father, a man whom I've never met, kindly agreed to be both of our guarantors. But do I really need to rely on other people's kindness to be able to rent a flat in London? A way to get cheaper rent is by living with more people. So let's see if we can find a room in a house full of strangers who hopefully won't murder me. Let's have a look at these Facebook groups. So Hackney Workspaces is actually a really good one if you're looking. There we go. 5 beds, 2 bathrooms. Someone looking great to buddy up. I mean, this house looks phenomenal. Like everyone's like hipster wet dream. Am I right? Like boho hipster we love. Yes. I mean, very tiny, but creative, I guess. How much is this? 1,000. 1,000 to live with 4 other people? Girl. Bedroom with ensuite, shared with 3 others. How much is this? 1,250. That's more than we pay for this flat. Let's have a look at Hustle Homes, which is where I have found my previous flat. So I have lived with strangers, and I got very fucking lucky because she's like my best friend now. Hi, Naomi. Okay, there we go. I'm leaving my apartment. Okay, can I say apartment? I'm leaving my apartment on the 19th of March. Very big double bed. It's a month to month. 520. Where's the poo? What's wrong with this? I do not trust. If you trust 520 a month in this climate, girl, you're gonna see a lot of mold. 2 baths, 1 bath. 2 Beths? We're living with 2 people named Beth? It's like the Heathers, but then the Beths. So 2 beds, 1 bath. Right, I'm foreign. Okay, sorry, I don't speak English. This looks cute. I could live with Beth. Very, I mean, 850s. Oh wait, that's too much. Ooh, posted 3 hours ago. 4 beds, 2 baths. All right. Oh great. Clapton, Hamerton. 600. Oh. 29 other people. This is a thing, right? Do you really think she'll choose you out of 29 others? Oh, shame. It's actually really cute. Tiny, but, you know, very doable. So I guess yes, like with a good amount of luck, you will still be able to find a place in London that you can afford. But you will have a bedroom that is just about as big as your bed in a house full of strangers who are hopefully nice or at the very least just clean. But that's worth it, right? Right? I've always deemed myself very lucky because I am not tethered to any place. Like, I don't have a boyfriend, I don't have children, I don't own any property. Like, I'm free as a bird to go wherever the wind takes me. So why am I so reluctant to leave London? I guess I think it's a mixture of my ego being bruised and nostalgia. Like, genuinely, I've had the most amazing times of my life here in London, and I'm simply afraid that no other city has the same to offer. But the crippling pressure of paying an extortionate amount of rent a month, it's just something that I can no longer ignore. Like, I briefly touched upon our net income. I mean, honestly, with the ever-rising energy bills, transport prices, like at the end of the month, you're left with so little money that yes, you can just about live in London, but you can't have a life in London, let alone have savings if you ever wish to escape the never-ending turmoil of renting. So even though financially I could still make this work, I don't know if I can still make it work emotionally. So I guess that's that. I'm leaving London. For now. I hope. God, please let me find my way back into this oasis of hipsters.